In this video we're going to solve a little bit more complicated example. So we've got x squared, x to the first power, and a number floating around, but always try to set this side to 0, and to do that we're going to have to subtract 24 from both sides to equalize this side with 0. So now we equalize this side with 0, and we've got a quadratic equation here, 2x squared plus 16x minus 24, after moving it to this side with the opposite by changing the sign. Now always when solving quadratic equation, trust me, this will make your life a lot easier. Try to find anything in common with these terms in a quadratic equation and try to factor it out, because here x squared, the coefficient of x squared is not actually 1. So we've got a 2, a 16 and 24. So we can factor out 2 because 2 is in common. You can divide 2 on all of these coefficients. So now after factorizing 2 from the quadratic equations, we're left out with x squared plus 8x, 16 over 2 you get 8, minus 12, minus 24 over 2 is 12. And now just like we did in the last example, we've got our quadratic equation that we need to factor out into 2 parentheses, as we did the last time in the last example in the previous video. So now we factor out our quadratic equations. We got our x and x to get x squared. Now we need to get two numbers that multiply with 12. We can use 12 times 1, but to add them together we wouldn't get 8, we would get 13. So that's not our two numbers, so not 12 times 1. We can use 4 times 3. No, we can't, because 4 plus 3 is 7, not 8. How about 6 times 2? Oh, 6 times 2 would get us 12, and 6 plus 2 would get us an 8. That's good. So we can use 2 and 6. Now about the signs, we've got minus 12. That means the multiplication, the outcome of the multiplication of these two numbers has to be negative. So we need to get different. We need to make them in different signs. So one is negative, one is positive. To determine that, we look at the middle term, which is the positive 8 here. We've got positive, so the larger of these two numbers needs to get this sign of the middle term, and here is positive, so 6 is going to get positive and 2 would get negative. So 6 times plus 6 times minus 2 will get us minus 12, and 6 minus or plus minus 2 will get us a positive 8, which is the middle term. Now we set each individual piece with 0 like we did the last time. So we've got either x minus 2 equals to 0, or x plus 6 equals to 0. So I'm going to move the camera a little bit. So yeah, x minus 2 equals to 0. That means x is equal to positive 2. Or here we've got x plus 6 equals to 0. That means x equals to minus 6. So we've got the two solutions here. Either x is equal to positive 2 or x is equal to minus 6. And those are the final answers.